And if Obi and Atiku comes together, we are talking about almost 14 million votes, as against our 8 million votes in the past, in 2023 general election. I'm a member of the All Progressive Congress, and I'm interested in, the party, my party, winning the 2027, general election. And you are also aware that there is a build-up, the opposition is really building up very seriously, against our party, in 2027. So the Northern Ethnic Nationality Forum is a group of Northern ethnic groups that cross across even religious, divide, party affiliations, that have come together, and have been having conversations around the political space, how the 2027 is going to look and stuff like that. So there's nobody sponsoring us. We are interested, for those of us that are, members of this Northern Ethnic Nationality Forum, who are members of the APC, we felt it is the right time for us to come up with this advice. What we are doing is advice. We didn't want to go on the press.
Is it not a distraction?
No, it's not. It's not
governance.
It's not a distraction.
Look at the time of the day.
Governance.
Economy needs to be rebuilt. Security needs to be worked upon. A lot of issues need to be fixed in the country. We're talking about religion.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, what has gone wrong in Shettima doing his job?
No,
and you guys are saying, drop
We
Shettima.
are not saying there is anything wrong with Shettima, but what we are saying that there is everything wrong with the Muslim ticket. The Muslim ticket is a betrayal of our national covenant, which was engendered by our founding fathers, to avoid polarization, to avoid, disenfranchisement of certain, religious group. And in the 2023 general election, there are a lot of Christians that were, disenfranchised as a result of that singular Muslim ticket. But you see, talk about, distraction. This is not a distraction. Like I said, we are only, advising Mr. President. And the onus is on Mr. President to pick who his running mate is in 2027. We are saying when that time comes, do not consider a Muslim.
Why don't you wait for that time?
Well, if you are talking,
is it not too early in the day?
It's not too early in the day, because preparation precedes manifestation. You must be prepared. If you are not planning, if you are not preparing to succeed, then you must have been planning to fail. What we are telling the president, listen, what we are telling the president as members of the All Progressive, Congress, as members, as citizens who are in touch with the grassroots, is that, look, there may be quietness now with these issues, but when the campaign commences, seriously, I'm telling you that there is going to be serious issues, because you see, the Muslim ticket, if it is retained, is going to pose a threat. Is going to deplete, our support base, because as I speak with you, and this is a very serious information, there is this information that Atiku and Obi may align. The opposition coalition, they are not sleeping, they are working very seriously. And if Obi and Atiku comes together, we are talking about almost 14 million votes, as against our 8 million votes in the past, in 2023 general election. So what we are saying is that, Mr. President, look, you have to, and not only that, Jonathan is around the corner. The issue of Jonathan, nobody should wave it aside with a simple wave of hand, because it's a serious issue. There are certain persons within the North that are pushing for Jonathan. Bring back Jonathan to them. In fact, they are forming a cult-like kind of a follower. It's an agenda for most of them. And if Jonathan is in the ballot, Atiku and Obi are in the ballot, believe me, the Muslim ticket is not going to fly. So let's have a balance on that ticket, so that we can be able to, reach out. People like us that are within, from the North Central, from the Middle Belt, can talk to our people. We can go to churches, we can go to Christians' enclave and speak to them, convince them, enlighten them, to vote for our party.
I am happy that APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the supporters of the APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are aware that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be defeated in the 2027 presidential election by Obi Atiku-led coalition. We will talk about the Obi Atiku-led coalition later, but what I am not happy is the fact that they are trying to twist the reasons why Nigerians will reject Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. The rejection of Bola Ahmed Tinubu by all and sundry now and in 2027 has nothing to do with the Muslim ticket. It has nothing to do with the ethnic and religious bias. It has everything to do with the survivor and the continued existence of this entity called Nigeria. Nigeria is facing an existential threat in all facets of life, and it is the duty of the citizens to ensure that our corrupt and rogue politicians don't destroy this country, because we have no other country than Nigeria. It is understandable if you tell us that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was rejected in 2023 because of the Muslim ticket. But the majority of Nigerians that rejected Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023 rejected him because he's incapable, because he does not have the expertise, the competence to do the job. It is just some selection of politicians in the opposition that over-amplify the Muslim ticket. Of course, some persons were apprehensive about the Muslim ticket because of unity, equity, justice, and fairness. But the major reasons why Nigerians do not want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take over from President Muhammadu Buhari was because the economy was already bastardized. We have lingering issues on ground that needed immediate attention. They did not view Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the person that is capable of addressing those issues. But however, Bola Ahmed Tinubu found his way into office, and in 2 years in office, the issues Bola Ahmed Tinubu met on ground became worse. Insecurity is worse, our debt profile has skyrocketed, inflation has gone over the roof, the purchasing power of the people has been greatly reduced, taxes, custom duties has all skyrocketed, interest rate is over the roof, poverty has increased, Nigerians could barely feed. The corruption under Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is so brazen, the destruction of our institution is on another level, and on top of that, Tinubu has left actual governance to the consolidation of power and politics. So voting to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu from office in 2027 is non-negotiable. It has nothing to do with Bola Ahmed Tinubu religion or him running a Muslim ticket. It is about the survivor of Nigerians. It is about Nigerians wanting to live. It is about Nigerians wanting to have their life and country back. So rather than blaming it on religion, the presidency should look at what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not doing. It should look at the reason why Nigerians are agitating to vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu out in office. It is not even because of Atiku Obi-led coalition. If Tinubu has come in and reversed all the negative indices that was introduced by the government of late President Muhammadu Buhari, I don't think Nigerians will even be thinking of voting someone else in 2027. If Tinubu has addressed the issue of security, shortage of food, reduce our debt profile, reduce wastage in governance, allow free and fair election in all the off-cycle elections, give independence to the judiciary and the National Assembly, empower the security operative, reduce inflation. Nobody's even asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu to give Nigerians 100% of this. Nigerians are just asking for 30%. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not even give Nigerians 10% of this. He gave Nigerians minus 60% of all of this. That means he made everything to be worse. Every negative indices that President Muhammadu Buhari introduced to Nigerians, Bola Ahmed Tinubu made them 60% worse. There is no sane citizen anywhere in the world that will support a leader with this level of rascality, this level of bad governance. If Tinubu has focused his attention on addressing all of those negative indices he met on ground by just 20%, I can tell you Nigerians will come out in 2027 to support him. They will not even remember there was someone like Peter Obi. I can tell you they will not. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu neglected everything, relegated Nigerians to the background, and focused on politics rather than actual governance. So this is the reason why Nigerians will be voting him out in 2027. It has absolutely nothing to do with the Muslim ticket. Trying to pitch it on Muslim ticket is them shying away from Bola Ahmed Tinubu incompetence and bad governance. I am sure majority of Nigerians have forgotten that Bola Ahmed Tinubu ran a Muslim ticket. We don't even know if we even have a vice president. What exactly is his input? Nobody's even talking about him. That man has gone into oblivion. The only people that are talking about the Muslim ticket and bringing it into considerations are those that voted for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he ran the Muslim ticket. They have now realized that bad governance knows no bound. It will affect you irrespective of your economic, socio-political, party affiliation, tribal, ethnic and religious status. Everyone, irrespective whether you are a Muslim, Christian, PDP, APC, Labour Party, we are all partaking in the bad governance of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So having your tribal or religious person in power will not shield you away from bad governance. So everyone, including those that supported him in 2023, they will all be voting against him in 2027. There is no hiding place for him. So you cannot gaslight Nigerians with religion. And they have chosen no other person but Mr. Peter Obi, and Peter Obi has joined hands with other opposition politicians and they have formed the ADC-led coalition, and that will unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu depending on if the ADC-led coalition decide to do the right thing. The call, the message and the plea from Nigerians has not changed. It remains the same. Give Mr. Peter Obi the ticket. We only trust and we vote for Mr. Peter Obi. So this video of the APC panicking over Bola Ahmed Tinubu losing the 2027 general election should make the ADC to hasten up their decision on who they want to hand over the presidential ticket to. They should capitalize on the fear, the agitation in the camp of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For a very long time, we've been hearing the saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is unbeatable in 2027. No one can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 because he is the incumbent. And we have seen opposition politicians like the governors in different states endorsing Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All of this, like I have said several times, are just psychological warfare trying to psych the mind of Nigerians to believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is untouchable in 2027. But you can see that even in their camp, they are scared, they are agitated. They believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not done the best to warrant voting in again in 2027. But all of this is based on how prepared and strategic we are going into the 2027 presidential election. We made a mistake in 2023 by splitting up vote. We should not make that same mistake again in 2027. All hands must be on deck. All the opposition politicians must come together and support one another if they truly believe in the existence of this country, not just because of their own personal political ambition, but for the progress and prosperity of Nigeria, to rescue Nigeria from collapse and the overall wellness of every Nigerians. If this is their aim, then the best thing to do is to hand over the presidential ticket to the person that most Nigerians believe in. They believe in him in 2023 and their belief and support for him is unshaken, is unstoppable. They are still behind Mr. Peter Obi. I still believe that with or without the ADC-led coalition, Mr. Peter Obi will still defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 presidential election. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.